break. Today marks 3 weeks since my surgery, and frankly, I'm getting tired of not being able to do what I want to do. So while my life, like I'm sure many of yours, is far from perfect, one thing that I do love is that I can basically do whatever I want when I want. That doesn't mean I can actually just do whatever I want. I can't just sit around watching TV all day, every day. That wouldn't end well. But what I mean is, if I want to take the pups somewhere, I can do it. But since the surgery, I haven't been able to. Lotus, off. Gonna end up chipping a tooth. So today, the pups and I are going to make a video discussing a video that I posted last week, and that is clips from when Enzo and I went to Cars and Coffee and to some various other places in public, and you got to see him without a leash. A lot of you were commenting on that. I'll put it up here. Something on the lens, maybe. All right, hopefully that's better. So recently, I posted a couple videos that had something clearly on the lens, and some of you commented, I keep filters on all my lenses, and I guess something got between the filter and the lens, but because I don't edit videos right away, I didn't notice it right away, so yeah. Sorry, there may even still be a couple more vlogs that it appears in. Because I don't take the filters off very often, so it's rare that something can actually get in between them. But anyways, Enzo was trained because I wanted to be able to take him everywhere. Just like today, I'm going to my allergist, I wanted to take him with me. Well, not actually in the allergist, but you get my point. Like, I just wanted to be able to take him everywhere. And a lot of you have commented on how well he did, which thank you, I appreciate, but also that you would like to get your dogs trained that way. Now, if you've been following along a long time with the channel, you know most of this, but we're gonna go over some stuff of how Enzo got to be the way he is, and Lotus as well, honestly. Lotus struggles with anxiety and reactiveness. Man, it is loud here. It's because we're so close to this road. So anyways, before we get started, let's set some expectations with this. If you want your pup to be able to go off leash and to stay in a sit, avoid distractions, things like that, no matter how you go about doing it, whether you pay somebody or you do it yourself or you learn online, it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of patience, and a lot of practice. It doesn't matter if you pay somebody thousands of dollars and send your pup to them for weeks and they come back. You're still gonna have to take a lot of time and practice, because guess what? You gotta know how to do it properly too. So just have a proper expectation, please. Well, it wouldn't be a good training video without seeing the pups bark. I'll be right back. You'll be all right. Was you barking? I noticed you kept barking even when I went inside. Is that because you thought I was still outside? Or you could see me through the glass. Oh, I see, you got the x-rays. So Enzo and Lotus both went through off-leash canine. We still suggest them to lots and lots of people, but we also understand that off-leash isn't everywhere. For starters, I'm pretty sure they're only in the US, and definitely not everywhere in the US. It's also could be considered costly. I think you're anywhere in that $400 to $500. You know, it's COVID and everything else going on. You got to go there, and that's not exactly convenient for everybody. So we have partnered with Robert Cabral, which I'll link below. So if you want to also do an online version alternative, you can do so. Again, keep in mind that no matter what you do, it's going to still take you hours and hours and hours upon practice once you've done it. The park's pretty empty. See, I'm not supposed to bring them here because while they are trained, if I got into a scenario where I needed to restrain them for any reason, that is not good for me. But there's literally nobody here. sit. Enzo, come. Enzo, sit. Lotus, come. Lotus, sit. Oh, good boys. Freak. It's time for the wife to have lunch, so came home, picked her up, so we can take the pups to the park because they haven't gotten any exercise. Right? Right? We're in this together? Okay, just making sure. So while we wait for the wifey here, let's talk about the process a little bit. As I mentioned, they went through off-leash canine. You don't have to use that. You can use Robert Cabral, like I mentioned, or whatever you want to do. The fact is, it's going to take a lot of practice because the way that they're going to be able to handle the distractions is to be used to the distractions. That's the best way. So for me, with Enzo especially, you know, every day I got home from work, we went out places, we practiced. From the time that Enzo learned how to walk off leash and to be around, you know, do an extended, what they call an extended sit, you know, where you see him sitting, I'm able to take photos and such, and he doesn't care that people walk by. Just to learn those isn't very long, you know, 30, 40 minutes really to kind of teach him the overall basic principle. But there's a difference between learning something in an isolation of a classroom and being able to do it out in the real world. It's kind of like, you know, you learned how to drive a car at a parking lot, but then you get out in rush hour traffic. It's a whole different thing. So full disclosure, while Enzo is trained in Lotus too, for like cars and coffee and stuff like that, when I'm not doing the video, I generally have him on a leash, just for safety.
I mean, for the most part, they're both on leashes now.
Yeah. Well, for the same reason you hold a kid's hand, you know, it's for the unknown. It's for what could happen that you haven't thought of.
We don't think that they're gonna do anything.
Yeah, and it's just anything. One time a car backfired.
Yeah.
Like it was 1980, and Enzo jumped.
But
He got right back in line,
yeah.
but we were real close to the road, and it's like, okay, that's scary.
You can't predict that,
Yeah. What? You always got something to say, don't you? Yeah. Sam always got something to say. Oh, got the ropey. Oh. So in closing, you know, it's not hard to have a shepherd or any kind of dog that's trained. As long as you're willing to put in the time and the effort, you can do it. You know, simply go to like Off Leash Canine or do Robert Cabral's online training. It doesn't matter. So I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. Appreciate you as always, and we will see you on the next video, right boys? Yeah, say right? Maybe cars and coffee. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.